The absolute most important thing that we have to do in order to help stimulate a newborn's cognitive development actually doesn't even have to do with toys or reading to our little ones, although we're going to get into the toys later in this video because they're super cool. But the very most important thing that we can do is to bond with our little ones. Before our babies are ready to learn about all these new things in their new world, they first need to know that their basic needs are going to be met and that they're safe in this new environment, and that the moms and the dads are those people who will care for all of their needs and make sure that they're safe. Once the babies know that when they need help, someone's going to be there to take care of them and they're going to be okay, then their bodies and their brains are ready to learn. Face-to-face play with newborns is absolutely wonderful, and even though they're not doing their active, purposeful smile yet, which is usually between 2 and 3-ish months, they are really enjoying it. And so, of course, we can read books with our little ones during face-to-face play. I love the texture books for the kids at this age because even though they're not going to reach out and grab it themselves, you can bring your hand over so they can touch the different feels in the books. I prefer, stick with the softer ones. I wouldn't go with like the rough sandpaper ones quite yet. And then what I love to do too is teaching them about their body. Babies aren't born understanding their body. They don't know that these arms belong to them or that these feet belong to them then. So by bringing both of their hands together, bringing their limbs to the opposite sides, bringing one hand to the opposite side foot, and it can go both sides. Face-to-face play does lay that foundation for language development, so it's never too early to start. It's never too early to start the face-to-face play. It's never too early to start reading stories to our little ones. Now let's get into the toys. One of the toys I absolutely love for our newborns are the wrist rattles here. They have a nice little bell in them usually. They usually got some nice crinkle paper. And again, the kids don't have control over their movements yet, but when you Velcro this onto their wrists, even as they're just moving their arms randomly, they're gonna hear that sound. And it can give them idea of getting really basic early cause and effect. They often come with socks too that fit onto the kids that have the same bell. It's a great idea for teaching the kids about their feet, becoming aware of their feet. The problem is often the socks are really, really big and they just fall off of the kids' feet. So with my daughter, I actually put the wrist rattles on the ankles when I wanted to do the feet sort of things as well instead of the socks. But hopefully the ones you get will fit your little one. And then of course there's the crinkle textures. Kids absolutely love this stuff. And the other thing that I really love about it is kids can just hit it super gently and they can hear the sound. It makes it really easy. Obviously they're very soft. So even in these accidental things before the kids have the purposeful movements, the kids can just be like hanging out and it's just kind of sitting by their side and they move their arm and they can just take notice to it, like, what was that? What happened there? And then they gradually start to learn that they're in control of that and that they made that sound happen. Baby safe mirrors are great too, especially with the tummy time. With our newborns, we're probably going to be doing the prop tummy time to help them out a little bit. Having something for them to look at is really, really motivating, especially as they get older and they love seeing themselves. If you're going to use rattles with a newborn, what you want to get is a soft rattle. So this one it's not any plastic. So, kids, there's a reason why kids get scratches on their face because they don't have that control. So if they're holding on to it and they start going like this, it's not gonna hurt. It's nice and soft. You get the same cause and effect of the rattle with the bell. And then of course there's the play gyms like this here. I absolutely love these. We have of course had one for my daughter. They have lots of different textures, different feels. They have the crinkle textures on them as well. They have the dangling things so the kids can gradually learn their reaching. They can do tummy time on it. You can put the kids in side lying and work on their reaching and stuff in side lying as well. Objects with high contrast colors is great too. It's usually like black and white or black, white, and red. And this is because newborns, their vision is still developing. They really have about 8 to 10 inches in front of them that they can see. And these higher contrast colors are easier for them to focus on. Now you might be able to find crinkle books that are high contrast color, kind of like 2 birds with 1 stone sort of thing. So for our newborn, different age appropriate toys that have these high contrast colors are absolutely great to help with their attention and their visual development. Mobiles are great too that we can hang over the little ones where they're sitting to give them some more visual stimulation. Again, their eyes are still developing. This one attaches to a variety of different sizes and surfaces, like we put on a pack and play and things like that. Or some pack and plays come, or cribs come with some specific ones of their own, but it just helps you. You got some music, things that the kids can get interested in to keep their brain stimulated while they're just sitting there and hanging out. And you might also find the high contrast ones, the black, white, and red ones. So once again, two birds with one stone, but the mobiles for our newborns are really great to help with their development as well. So I know our newborns are sleeping a lot during the day. As they get a little bit older and older, each week you may see them starting to be awake for longer periods of time. And that's when we have all this opportunity. And it's super fun, whether it's the face-to-face play or seeing them playing with the toys. It's so much fun and it's so great for their learning. Age-appropriate toys and face-to-face play is the key to our little ones' learning.